Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. We are here for episode number 82. My name is Christian Dragonetti. I'm joined, as always, by my good friend and Australian PJ professional, CBN Jolly Mitchell. What's going on?
I got a call from a mate today, right? I'm good, by the way. Sorry,
Good.
I need to calm
Nice
down.
of you to answer the question.
I was on the phone call with my mate. He knows exactly who he is when he's listening to this. And he goes, and we're probably about 40 minutes into this phone call. I'm on the putting green. This is earlier today. So
Yep.
At the time of recording, it was on Tuesday, right? Anyway, I'm putting away, and he goes, "Oh, give me an update about the NT." I give him an update, right? And I didn't know he listened. I didn't know he was a listener. Right? And he goes, "Oh, good. I always want to check up on my mate CBN," right? And I was speechless. It's hard to get me to be speechless about something, but I'm like, the fuck did this bloke just call me? Right? I'm like,
Which of these mates are you talking about?
Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's just sort of getting into it now, but I'm just like, how far
That is
is
hilarious.
this?
I've met Jake before. That is hilarious.
How far is this going to spread before I lose it? Right? Not going to happen, but seriously. And it was just the last thing I expected.
Yeah.
From the phone call we're having, I was like getting kind of D&M about my trip up to Darwin. And then he goes, "Yeah, good to hear from CBN." I'm just like, the fuck did you just call me?
The list of people that I would love to call you CBN is growing, right? You have mentioned in the past that your granddad up in Queensland has listened and seen a few clips and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff in the past. The day that he calls you CBN, I think, yeah, that might just cap it off.
No, don't want to. Don't want to. Fucker.
But you well?
Oh my God.
You doing all right?
Yeah, can't complain.
That's
Happy
it.
days. It's been shit coming back to this sort of weather. I tell you what, I hate.
Yeah, I know. You've had a couple of weeks in
Fucking hate this.
30 plus degree humidity at the fuck conditions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, coming back from PNG, it was like wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Because it was only like 5-6 days
Yeah.
of that, and then like coming back here for a week, and then going back to that weather, it was like sort of half climatized to it.
Yep.
So now coming back, like today was awful.
Yeah.
Today was like a nightmare. I hated
Well,
it.
for reference, today was actually a really nice day. It was like 16, 17 degrees.
hated
You're
it.
sat in here in a jacket and long pants.
I was so cold today.
I know. So,
Sound like punny green. Oh, this is bullshit. Take me back.
yeah. Don't tell me you put a beanie on this morning.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I wasn't up early enough.
You would have been close.
I would have been.
Let's get stuck into recent rounds, Jolly. We've got a fair bit we want to cover today. Obviously, we'll get stuck into your exploits in the NT.
Yeah, we'll go
in a little bit.
I'll do that after my recent round.
I'll get stuck into my recent round then. So my recent round was yesterday. Now, I didn't play on the weekend, had my Bucks party, and as a result, sort of teed up and maybe a sneaky one yesterday. And if you know, like a sneaky one is in like I didn't go to work.
It's not sneaky then. You've just exposed yourself.
If my boss is listening, had my head in a bucket on the couch all night.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
mate.
heard him.
Yeah. So
He was not playing golf.
I'm gonna cast it back because I told you just off the air that there's a bit of a story to this, and it's a legendary story, right?
Yeah.
So last week I was obviously planning yesterday, right, in advance, thinking, well, if there's a chance I don't go to work, then maybe I'll just jump in and see if there's a spot on the timesheet. And at like 12:40, there's this group with two blokes I know. You've played with one of them before. You remember Adam we played with with SGM? Yeah, him and one of his mates, and that was it. So I was like, beautiful. I love playing with Adam. Jump in with him. Friday night, probably around 7:30-ish, get this random text message from an unknown number, right? Hey, Drags. Saw you jumped in with us on Monday. We've moved up the timesheet to 10:30. Let us know if you want to jump in as well because I can't move you. All the best. Have a great weekend, Smitty. Adam, right?
Yeah.
And I don't have his number saved. So I've thought about it. I'm like, how the fuck's this happen? And then it jerried. He went through the member directory on the club website to find my number to text me and let me know that he'd moved spots.
Legendary.
Absolute legendary.
Yeah.
I love that bloke. I've played a lot of golf with him. And I was just like, my admiration for that act alone through the roof.
It's such a simple one, but
It's
it's like
so
it's still
simple.
it's still a
Because he said it to me yesterday. We had a beer afterwards, and he just goes, I've been in that scenario before where you book in with a couple of people you know, and then all of a sudden they jump out and you're on your own. And I said,
and you
if
don't
you'd
even
have done
know,
it,
yeah.
it's no big deal. Like I would have just come to the golf club, hit balls on the range and gone home. Like it's no big deal.
True.
But no, just to take the effort to go through the member directory
It's
as
the
well.
little things, isn't it?
The little things that matter so much, and I was really appreciative. But the golf was pretty good.
Yeah.
I had 33 points playing off 4.
That's fine.
A few soft bogeys here and there. No doubles to report, which I was really wrapped with.
That's fine. That's good.
Started on 10 and canned this, like just boxed this absolute snake from off the green long, right?
Yeah.
On 10 to like the pin was on the top tier, so it was
Yeah.
like maybe 35 feet.
Yeah.
Just
Just to start your day.
to start the day. And I'm like, oh, that hole looks bigger now, right? And then like it was just a pretty stock standard average round from there, but hit the ball really, really well. Driver was firing. I made like 4 from 5 up and downs from the bunker.
That's mint.
It was really,
That's
really
good.
good.
That's good percentage sense.
Yeah. We played, he might be listening. We played as well with a gentleman by the name of Alistair, who's who works for Channel 7 as a sports commentator. He was a ripper, plays off 2, just absolute stripe show.
Can play.
And yeah, like I was very impressed by what he did and just as impressed by what I could do around the greens, except from like 40 plus. And I've just seen Raptor tonight for a lesson. We had to reschedule some things and we spent a good chunk of that lesson on wedges.
Yeah.
I just, with the changes we've made to the full swing, I haven't incorporated that into the shorter stuff with wedges. Yeah. And this was the lesson that has been coming.
You just lose the head a little bit.
Yeah, and literally, I hit like 12, like a dozen balls before he said anything. I'm like, "What are you saying?" He's like, "It's the old shit."
Yeah.
And as soon as he said that, I'm like, "Okay, I know exactly how to implement this." Made a couple of tweaks and changes, and it came good today. But the last 3-4 rounds with wedges have just been fucking cack. So from like 100 in.
Well, it hasn't been a concentration of yours. It's not a full swing.
And I said that to Raptor today on the range. I said, I have not practiced a single wedge. I haven't hit a chip shot. I haven't hit a pitch, nothing. I'm just going out full swing. And I'm like, last Monday I said in the podcast that I went to Heidelberg by myself and played a few holes and just dropped 3 balls down at 60 out. And I thought I'd figured it out. I knew it was still going to need work and a touch up from Raptor, but it just got me by. But no, I'm like everything's trending in the right direction. There were moments in yesterday's round where I started to get a taste of that feeling of how it was a few months ago when it was just sort of automatic. I think I made like a stretch of like 5 or 6 pars in a row where it was just fairway green, 2-putt par, right? And I'm like, and without even giving it too much of a thought, and I'm like, oh, this is familiar. This is very familiar. And I enjoyed it. Still making tweaks and changes.
Looks solid tonight.
Yeah, it looked really good. As it always is when I'm making changes and people might, resonate to this. When I make swing changes, even the smallest ones, I tend to do it at full speed. So I don't hold back and caress them through or, just focus on tempo. I'm just like fucking yak.
Still trying to smash the ball.
Try and smash it. Yeah. So when you and Luke were watching me hit a few 7-irons today, I was like, I wasn't swinging slow.
No.
I was giving it, and I don't know why I was. It was just subconscious. I was like, all right, they're here. Let's put on a show. Yeah.
There was some good stuff.
There's some good stuff in there.
A couple good shots.
Definitely hit it better yesterday on the golf course than I did today on the range, which is good. But I'm very happy with where things are at.
Yeah, progression.
Exactly. From a mental standpoint, I'm also very happy with where that is at the moment as well. Things are like I had a really busy weekend, obviously with the Bucks party, and then spent all day on Sunday once I woke up on the couch. So my back is stiff. I didn't move.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
You did it properly.
Oh yeah. On Sunday, I don't know how I did it, but I somehow ended up at Coles doing our weekly shop at like 12:30. And then after that, as soon as I got home, I think I edited a TikTok as well. And then 3 o'clock and I was on the couch like this. The missus is looking
full zombie.
Just full zombie. The missus is looking at me like, "You all right?" I'm like, yeah, I think so. I guess.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. But that'll teach me for getting home at 4 a.m.
Yeah, well.
So
You're too old for that.
I am now. I am now. Today's Tuesday, and this is today I feel the worst out of any day. It was 3 days ago. The Bucks was 3 days ago, and I feel worse now.
Oh, that's
this
funny.
morning was not fun. I woke up feeling like ass this morning, and I text the boys from work, and I'm just like, this could be no good.
Yeah,
I might have to not come in for real.
For real.
And yeah, they were pretty impressed, to say the least. They knew it was going to happen.
Fuck's sake.
Jolly, talk to me about Darwin, because you and I feel like the longer we do this podcast, the less we talk about your golf away from it. Do you know what I mean? Because when you, your tour events at the beginning of this year and late last year and whatnot, and even just your pro-ams and whatnot, if I knew you were on course, I rang you that day.
Yeah.
At some stage. I waited till you were well and truly either away from the golf course or finished, give you a quick call. How you doing? Results aside, who cares?
Yeah.
The last 2 to 3 events, because you've travelled, it doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I'm finding out about it here.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
True.
So yeah, fill me in. What's going on? Because from the out, and I'll try my best to do what I've always done and just sort of butt in and tell you where I'm feeling. You know, from my point of view. But this week I fucking got no idea. I know you played well the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
After that,
You're a bit occupied,
Very.
to say the least.
very.
Didn't really have much of that. Yeah, so last week at the time of listening, was the NT PGA.
Nice.
Very well run event. It was a little bit better than PNG in terms of
Let's not.
place, but I won't go there.
Let's not.
No, the events are great. The tour do very, very well in running these events, especially in some of the areas they have them as well. So the efforts they go to is pretty impressive. But yeah, so it was at Palmerston Golf and Country Club, which is about half an hour out of Darwin. So not a hard place to get to. I remember I played there before when I was like 12, I reckon.
Oh, really?
12 or 13. Or, yeah, maybe even younger. I reckon.
Wow,
I reckon
okay.
even younger. But I couldn't. There was not a single hole that I remembered. There's got nothing.
It happens.
Right, got nothing. Right. And so I flew out last Tuesday. So last Tuesday flew out. Got in, went and had a putt. Got to the golf course, had a chip around at a putt, and they always have their sponsors day or pro-am before the event and stuff like that. So we had no course access on Wednesday for non-pro-am players. Mm-hmm. Went out, walked the place, had my yardage book and blah blah blah, and had a look at the joint.
Just scouted it out.
Yeah, sort of watched some of the boys hit a few shots into particular holes and see how everything responded, and sort of just gauged a bit of an idea of exactly what sort of golf shots you need around there. And
Yep.
So I've sort of equipped myself, went out on the range and sort of equipped myself with the rough idea of what shots were needed. So swing felt great, had a very good practice session the day before, and finally got given a decent tee time for round one instead of teeing off last, literally last off the fucking 10th, the last couple tour events I've had. I was like 9:30 or 20 past 9 in the morning.
Oh, perfect.
I'm like, fucking sweet. Right? I was so
Beautiful.
excited. Anyway, got off to a bit of a dodgy start. Like, when I say dodgy start, I'm like, please just.
You started on 10.
I started on 10.
And the first 3 holes, you had 2 bogeys and a par.
Yeah, so I bogeyed 10 on my first hole with off the tee was fine, hit an 8-iron into the green and hit that really good, and it's just sort of hit the front right part of the green, sort of just left itself right. Almost missed the ball with the chip shot and had no feel with the putt, right? And then hit this push cut almost into the groundsman shed on the next hole, punch it out, hit onto the firmest green in Australia and 2-putt that. Right, I'm just like, I've made the 2 of the easiest soft bogeys you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Right, and I'm just like, all right, just composure, made pars, made the next few holes with pars and stuff like that. I'm like, right, I just need, my only goal from there was to get back to square, because it was, for some reason, at PNG, I never got nervy until the last round. Mm-hmm. The last round I sort of felt a bit of nerves and stuff like that because I'd been there before and blah blah blah. But for some reason, I was nervy in the first round of this event, and I'm
Okay.
you know, which you're not, everyone gets fucking nervous, but I felt nervy. Like it was almost like I was unconfident. I wasn't.
Do you think
it was
that?
a really strange feeling?
Do you think that comes with the result in PNG?
Probably. I just had. I reckon it was just such a high expectation of myself of like coming into this event, going I should be performing. You know.
And
what I mean?
is there any part of that you think, oh well, I had a top 10 finish in PNG. Now these people are probably going to expect something similar.
There was definitely parts of that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like it was no expectation on myself.
No.
Going, I got to go out here and shoot 5 under now because that's what I did last week or the week before. You know what I mean? So I just sort of had that, and I'm like, and the first 6 holes are a bit scrappy. First 2 holes especially, but the first 6 holes are a bit like sort of just don't fucking have this. Don't take yourself out of the tournament in the first round, sort of thing. And I'm trying to think what hole sort of turned. I hit a really good tee shot off 18, just a really good swing, like just with 2 iron. It was like nice flat little draw, just pumped it. Like it was a good tee ball, and it sort of it felt like a little bit synced up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, okay, hit the golf ball. Just hit the golf ball.
Yeah, there's progression.
What are you worried about? Like, what are you scared of? Like, you know what I mean? Then it turned on the back 9, hit, and I had the rights with driver in round 1, like hard rights. Like I'm talking starting right of the fairway and cutting.
Ooh.
Like rights, put block cuts, right? And they weren't like carving off the planet, but it was just starting right, staying right.
And drifting, yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel great. And it's coming out of the center of the golf club, right? And I feel like I'm trying to get that draw happening. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Hit this push cut down the first one we turned. Made a pretty good par to say the least. And then on the second hole is where it turned. I hit an even bigger carve right, even worse. And had one of the silliest shots. I shouldn't have gone for the shot I did, but oh well, went for the hero shot because I'm like, fuck it. Right, somehow pulled it off. I won't go into detail. It'll take me 10 minutes to explain it. And made birdie.
Nice.
So I saw this 15-footer go in on the second hole, and I'm like, cool, there could be, there's a bit of...
There's something.
There's a bit of... Not stop the bleeding. The bleeding stopped on the third, but that's not the point. It's like, all right, I've seen a scoring hole. That's a scoring hole for me. So... and then continued to hit it a bit better and ended up. So I turned 2 over and then had 4 under on the back 9, which was really nice. Made a good birdie on 6 and then finished with birdie on 8 and 9, which I was pretty stoked with considering it didn't feel great in the front 9.
No,
front 9 was like missing the planet, scrambling. Scrambled quite well to be fair. And then it was on that second hole pretty much. Found driver, like pump one down. Hit a good one down 3, great one down 5, even better down 6, like that. And then down 8 and 9 was just these tight draws, and I'm like, okay, thank fuck for that. Like I sort of just regained a little feeling, and was fortunate enough to steal a couple shots back. And found myself I was only 2 back when I came in, and then the leader had 8 that day. He went scuba diving. So. And that sort of the back 9 filled me with a bit of confidence going into round 2. We didn't tee off until dinner time the next day, almost. It was like 1:30. Oh, half the day was gone. Round 2, when I tell you, is probably that front 9 that I had is some of the best ball striking I've ever had. Like in terms of control and just executed every shot exactly how I wanted to. It felt like I should have been 6 under through that front 9.
And instead you were...
1, which was very deflating.
I tee off on 10 again.
No, I started on 1.
Started on 1. So you went birdie. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong round.
Yeah, no, round 2.
Round 2.
Should have gone par birdie.
Par birdie, par birdie, bogey. Par to finish the 9.
Yeah, so the long game, so off the tee was flawless, and everything upwards of like an 8 iron was just... Actually, everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Like everything going into the green, tee to green was unbelievable. I didn't really roll in the putts, to be honest. Did not hole anything. But I was like, that kind of pumped me up a little bit with the way I was hitting the ball. Sort of tried to ride that wave a little bit. Made a very scrappy bogey on 6. But, I actually came off after finishing round 2. So I sat 3 under for the tournament, and I'm just like, there's no way the cut's going to be 4. Like, there's not a chance. right? So I was pretty content with going, okay, I've made the cut, happy days, over the moon with that. That's 2 in a row now. So I felt I was still very pleased with the fact that I'm like, okay, I've been able to come to a different event in a different circumstance. Okay, you've performed again.
You've backed it up a little bit.
You've performed again, right? And yeah, I've backed it up. And so it was sort of that remember a couple episodes ago when I was like saying how I was like trying to battle that fraud mentality, the imposter syndrome and shit like that. That's really starting to fizzle out, especially after last week as well. Saying I'm like, okay, I'm here to stay sort of thing. I'm like, I can back up a couple of weeks. And even though this week was like great result, made cut, happy days. I'm never going to complain about that. But the fact that it still wasn't my best stuff, like it wasn't
Even better.
like even though I say now the ball striking in the front 9 of that second round was some of the best I've had, it still didn't result in a good score or in a score I would have liked. So never going to say no to under par though. Never going to ever say that. Never going to say no to that. So yeah, the cut line I think was 1 under. I think.
It was.
I'm pretty sure it was 1 under.
It was 1 under.
So I was sitting at 3, so comfy, happy days. Had like 11 o'clock tea time next day, which is perfect time I felt. And fuck me, it was hot in that third round. It got to like 37 or something. Like it was only forecasted for low 30s, but it got way up there. No excuse. Fuck me, this round 3 was just.
I'm looking at it,
mate. It was like a roller coaster.
Did you start on 1 or 10?
Start on 1. Yeah. So I started on 1, made birdie down 1.
Nice.
Right, my beautiful. I've hit like a 300 meter 3-wood. It was fucked. Like I hit this like tight draw just up the left, and it's hit like the edge of the fairway, and sort of shot it. What didn't bounce left? It bounced sort of straight, but it was already sort of drawing a little bit, and it's like shot up, and I'm thinking, okay, I just punched it out from the trees. I'll have 60, 70 in. The first hole's like 325 or something like that, and I'm up almost like green high, but like left. So I had like 35 meters, but like under the tree, and I hit like an unreal little chip shot to 15 feet and hold it. Right? So I'm like, beautiful. Very wasted opportunity on 2. Now 3. 3.
Strap yourselves in.
Right. 3 is, in my opinion, one of the hardest holes. I think it would be rated 1. I feel.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
If you can find some sort of bird's eye view, you understand. So the hole's about 365. You got piss all up the left. You got a water carry as well. Anything right rolls off the fairway down into tree lined, like thicker tree lined down to, oh my God, down into sort of.
Jesus.
I'm just throwing shit now.
Fuck.
But, and then right side of the fairway rolls down into hazard basically. Right. And then you got piss left. 3. Yep.
Right.
And that fairway is, look, the thicker part, if you're hitting 4-iron, 5-iron, you shouldn't be missing that bit. But the further up you get, it just bottlenecks.
Right.
And if you're hitting 5-iron off the tee, you've got 5-iron in to a diabolical green.
Okay.
Tiny green, 3-tiered. If you miss the fairway, if you miss the green anywhere but the front, you're not making par unless you've hit some sort of ridiculous up and down. Right?
Yeah.
Or unless you hole apart.
So I'm on the Palmerston website and looking at their course information. And this is the little pro tip for the third hole.
Yeah.
So it says the best viewing hole on the course. Wind and water play a big part for tee shots. Then club selection for the second shot is critical as there is a 3-tier green waiting for you.
Yeah.
Hit the wrong level, then the fun begins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's literally what it says on the website.
Dude, it is so. We read that board and it's like, why is that kind of scary? Right? So for your longer hitters, you don't take driver. You just don't.
Yeah.
Driver is not the club.
Okay.
Right. Unless it is howling 80 downwind and you can get closer to the green, maybe.
There's no point. There's no point.
But you just don't, right? Even 3-wood isn't the play. Right. So I actually hit 3-wood round 1 with very little knowledge of the hole with no fear.
Okay.
And hit it out the right and hit this tight little draw to the center of the fairway.
Nice.
Right. And it was slightly into the wind as well. So I started getting up to that bottleneck. And when I actually got up to my ball, I was looking around me going, there is not a lot of distance to each side of this fairway. I'm like, I've hit the perfect golf shot and I'm 6 paces from the left side of the fairway and barely 10 from the right.
Fuck. Okay.
So I'm like, fuck, this is tied up here. I'm not taking 3-wood tomorrow. And yeah, round 2, slotted 2-iron up there to a very similar spot, slightly downwind. I'm like, that's better. 2-iron's better, right? Even if I hit it a little bit left or right, I've still got room. Anyway, round 3 on that third hole, I have grabbed 2-iron again, aimed up the right, and just pulled it just ever so slightly, just a tiny bit. So instead of hitting a draw to the center of the fairway, I've drawn it off the center of the fairway.
Okay.
And I wasn't really worried about it when it was in the air. All I said was just bounce straight. If it bounces straight, it's fine. Even if it starts going down towards the hazard, it'll hold up. This thing's bounced 90 degrees left.
Ugh.
Didn't even
Think about it.
Didn't even think about bouncing straight. And the second it bounced, I knew it was piss.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, oh my God. Right? It was like, okay. At first, I'm like, fuck, you haven't. There's no way you've just done that. I'm like, even if I hit this block way out to the right, it's still not piss. Right? I'm like, that's the last thing you should have done. You could have done. Right? It's the last shot you could have hit. It wasn't like I even hit that bad of it wasn't that bad of a shot. It just didn't bounce anyway.
Yeah, right.
Straight in the piss, and anyway, had a drop, hit what I thought was a great recovery shot from down by the water's edge, trying not to get eaten by a croc, but and completely blind shot over shrubbery, trees, and all this shit on the side of a bank up onto this impossible green. And I played with the couple of guys I played with as it was mid-air. I loved it. When I hit it, I'm like, that's exactly my target line, so I have to run up this bank to try and see where it went, and I didn't see it. Right? And one of the guys goes, get up. And he goes, oh. And as he goes like that, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, what's it done now? Right? And apparently it's hit like the top lip of the bunker, and it's kicked it straight back into the bunker. And because it was like going straight at the hole.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going at the flag. I tried to hit it right of the hole. But it was going straight at it, hits the lip, kicks back into the bunker. Anyway, I get up there, and my playing partner, Jasper, he hit into the bunker as well. And I saw the lie he had was slightly on the upslope, very fluffy lie to a short-sided pin, but not the point. He had a fluffy lie, easy to just sort of dump it out. And he almost holes it. He leaves it on the lip.
Right.
And the way I saw his club go through the sand, I'm like, fucking sweet. I'm licking my lips going, I can do this exact same thing. Get up to my ball, try to dig the feet in. Feet don't dig in. Right? There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Right? And then it just clicked. Then it just went straight to my head going, I have no shot. There is nothing I can do here. So I tried to square up the face and chip it. So I tried to clip ball first.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing I could do to try and create sand, because underneath these bunkers up in the territory especially, it's turf or sand and then concrete. It's just firm as fuck.
Yeah.
So there was nothing underneath this. And
Concrete or like dry as fuck clay?
it's just you're not creating your own sand.
Yeah, cool.
The underneath beats you. It will never. You can't beat it, right? And so I've tried to chip it and just clip ball. That's all I did, and I didn't even take that big of a swing. It's just come humming out. Went over the green. I chipped it back on, missed a putt, and all of a sudden I've just made 7. Right, and I've hit one ordinary golf shot.
Yeah.
Like when I say ordinary, it wasn't even that bad. I just copped a bad break.
Yeah.
Right, and then another one with the kicking back in, have no sand, even though Jasper's 5 feet next to me with the best lie I've ever seen, and mine was sitting great.
Yeah.
But
Nothing underneath it.
I'm like, oh, fuck. Right. So I'm like, well, that's just, what the fuck just happened there?
Yeah,
like,
right.
That just sort of came out of nowhere, and tried to recover the best I could, made a very sloppy 6 on 9, which sort of also pissed me off. And then my only goal from there, on the turn, my only goal was just to be like, okay, if you can get back to even par for the day, that's success. That's a success. That's a good round. Hold on. Go down, birdie 10. Well, beautiful. We're happy with that. Back to 2. Par 11. 11's a tricky little hole. Birdie 12, birdie 13. So I'm standing on 14 tee, all of a sudden even par again. And I'm just like, beautiful. You've worked, like I felt like I worked my ass off too. Like both mentally and physically to try and get myself back in, like not back into the golf tournament, but back to without that triple hurting too much. Because if I let that progress and make another couple bogeys, then all of a sudden I've gone from sitting around that even par 1 over mark to all of a sudden now I'm 5 over.
Yes.
And now all my work from the first 2 days is now gone. And then I got a bit greedy.
Okay.
Made those few birdies and I'm just like, why not make more?
Started chasing it.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Took a few more bogeys coming in and sort of took the wind out of the sails a little bit and I think I end up having 3 over for the round with that triple in there as well. So there's that sort of 3 over, I guess. So the golf wasn't too bad. It was an absolute roller coaster. It was such a weird, the way things just didn't go right. Then all of a sudden I made 3 birdies in 4 holes and then got worse again. It was such a drainer, like mentally, to go through that. Nonetheless, still playing well. Still played it decent. And then I'll combine my recent round with the final round.
Nice.
We'll go with that. Right. What'd I do?
Raptor golf.
Round 4. Yeah.
Raptor golf.
Raptor golf big time. I start on 1 again.
Very colourful scorecard.
Start on 1 again. What'd I do?
You went bogey.
Yeah, that's right. I started bogey again. I hit it so far left on 1, right, and felt like I made a good swing. 3 putted from the back of the green.
Yeah.
Which was a long way, but not the point. Still 3 putted from the back of the green. I'm like, that's shit. And then then the second I've hit a decent drive up the right, had no shot to the green. I end up laying up to about 90 out. And the divot was this long. So for listeners, it was over it was a foot long, an absolute beaver tail, and the ball's just full on flubbed it. Just anyway, hit it into a bunker. The bunkers were, to say the least, absolutely awful.
Okay,
there's stones, there was rocks in them, like rocks, right? And there was hard pan. It was hard to get under the golf ball. Came out a bit hotter than I would have liked, and ended up 2 putting from the back of the green.
Okay,
so make another 6 without any hazards or anything like that, which I was a bit sour with as well. And then I made, did I par?
You parred 3.
I parred 3, yeah. So 3 was good. I made a really solid par after hitting it a little bit right, but I sort of conquered that hole, which made me feel a bit better.
Yeah.
Ended up making a good up and down. And then what was it? I think
you made double on 4.
Yeah, doubled 4. So 4th hole is this really cool, good looking hole. It's a nice hole. It's over
I'm looking
water.
at the drawing here.
It's not 2-tier, but it has this. It's sort of like 6 at Berg, but bigger and less tiery.
Okay.
But it has this like left tier.
Nice.
But they never put the pin down there, which I would have loved. It was a cool little area. But
yeah.
And they ended up putting it right on top of the slope that goes down into that. So it's on top of this little pimple. Impossible to access from the tee box anyway. Because it's still 170 or 168, so you're hitting 7 irons, maybe 6 irons if it's into the wind, onto a nothing spot. You shouldn't be aiming for that hole anyway. It's not a flag stick you fire at. So I tried to aim way right, hit 7 irons, sort of hood it a little bit. So the more it draws, the better it gets. Wind grabbed it, hits like the left side of the green and kicks up onto the mound. And so now all of a sudden I've got this fucking loop-de-loop sort of shot. I had to hit it down onto the green and get it to roll back up the slope. Didn't get it far enough up, rolls back, 3-whack from there. So it just snowballed. It wasn't a good hole. It was a sort of lapse in concentration, and all of a sudden I'm sitting 4 through 4, and I'm like, okay, Joel, all I was thinking is the same thing. Just level your head out. Stop trying to chase it too much, because I was trying to go balls to the wall, trying to make up as much shots in the final round as I could to try and climb my way up the leaderboard, and now I've just gone backwards. So same thing. All I'm thinking, get back to square somehow. Call it a day. All right. Next 3 were fine. Now fucking 9. My second shot into 9, it was possibly the worst golf shot I've hit this year.
Okay.
Like I was 215 or something like that, slightly into the breeze, and I've grabbed 4 iron and tried to hit this real just flat runner. Right? Right hand takes over and it goes flat and so far left.
Oh, no.
Like ridiculously.
Straight in the piss.
No. Didn't hit it in the piss, but hit it left into the hazard. Was able to hit it out of the hazard. Wasn't able to make up and down.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to make up and down. Ended up hitting... round 4 I hit it right and then hit it into the piss.
Right.
So even better, right? And yeah, I think I birdied 6 and 8.
6 and 8.
I birdied 6 and 8 to sort of get that first double back. That's so I'm like, okay, that's a bit of a settler. And mindset was same thing. Like, just get back to level par and go
keep
from there.
going. Yeah.
Just go from there. Just get back to level par somehow. Even if you don't do it until the end of the round, it doesn't matter. Just level par.
And then you gave it straight back.
Gave it straight back on 9. So I'm like 4 over on the turn. I was pretty sour.
Yeah.
Wasn't really too impressed with that at all. Played the next 3 very scrappy as well. Made pars, but very scrappy. Made birdie on 13, and yeah, like I said, I'm like actually like in my head, I'm just like, nah, it's foot to the floor. Foot to the floor for the last 5 holes. I want to get back to square.
You made birdie on 13, 3 out of the 4 rounds.
Yeah, 13 was comfy. It's a pretty gettable par 5.
Okay.
Like if you hit a good tee ball, like it's straight 90-degree dogleg right.
It looks a bit like 9 at Berg.
Kind of, but sharper dogleg.
Bit sharper.
Sharper dogleg. So it's either you hit you just got to hit a big high fade.
Yeah.
You just have to. There's no other shot. So yeah, that hole looked after me all week. Made birdie there. Bogey the next par 3, 14. Very hard hole. Very long. Played long.
200 meter par 3.
Yeah, onto
tight.
a very, very tight, skinny green.
Yeah.
Tricky, very tricky. If you leave it short, you've got a good chance of making up and down, or if you hit it on the green, even better. But it misbehaved for a lot of people this week. And then the last 4 kind of gettable. 16 is a very tricky par 3 as well, with no landing area on the green. If you hit the green, you've hit the perfect golf shot.
Seems very open.
The
16,
yeah, it's very exposed. It's just
Very
in the middle of everything else.
Yeah, cool.
It's a good golf hole if you individualize it, but that's just the green is so tricky. And made par there, and I'm sitting at 4 over through 16, and I'm like, I was a little deflated, a little bit like I expected more. I wanted more. I haven't played that bad this week, and I'm 4 over par for the tournament after being 3 under through 2 rounds, and sort of thinking, okay, you're hitting the golf ball good, the better rounds will come.
Of course.
Your 3, 4, maybe 5 under will show up because how you're playing. So just keep the head in it. Then 17 was probably the most perfect play hole all week. Hit this great 3-wood up the middle. Sort of just, it wasn't like my mind wasn't in it anymore, but it was sort of just like, okay, tournament's almost over. Just relax. You've made the cut. I can breathe now. It's all good. Whether you just go par, call it a day.
Yeah.
Good tournament. Happy days. All right, move on. Then one of the nicest little clippy wedges from like 65, put it to like 2 inches. I just went up, tapped in birdie. I'm like, okay, that's good. I got a shot back. That makes it, gives a better taste in the mouth sort of thing. And 18 was really cool because as we're coming up, there's a bunch of people still around the green. Couple people there's heaps of people sitting in the outdoor area looking over the hole and stuff like that. So there's crowds are sort of starting to gather for when the final groups come through. So we had a bit of a reception, which was good. You get it, everyone's sort of clapping as you walk up. They're clapping each group as we walk up.
Yeah.
Thank you, right? Hit a good tee ball down the last with 3-wood, sort of spun up a bit. It was finals on the fairway. Into the wind, had 9-iron, and it just went to the moon. Just rose up, went to the moon, and fell short. Easy chip shot though. Like I had a very straightforward chip shot and knocked that in.
Nice.
So I ended up chipping in, and all these people, it's funny. There's people that just went nuts
really?
because they just saw a chip in. That's like,
it's cool.
So they got excited. So I sort of showboated a little bit, took the hat off, so walked off positive, finishing birdie, little chip in to finish, and sort of gained back a couple shots. So reflecting on it was not what I wanted in terms of the weekend. Bit very sour with 3 holes. Sort of cost me the weekend a bit. Take a shot off each, and I'm finished under par for the week. And don't make a couple of the mistakes that I did in terms of some of the softer bogeys. And I'm a few shots better, but it's shoulda, coulda, woulda sort of thing. So weekend was disappointing. Still didn't play that bad. There was just
too many
couple snowball effect sort of holes, and that resulted in a few more shots than I would have liked. But other than that, it's made cut. It's two from two for the season.
Perfect.
So yeah, now it's got a bit of a break until hopefully WA Open, and which is later in October. And now I've got some pro-ams and a couple other things this month.
You're still traveling around, which is going to be good.
I'm leaving tomorrow, so at the time of listening, Friday, I'll be playing this team event in Barham.
Cool.
up in the Murray.
Did you get into that sand? You obviously didn't get into that sand greens event, did you?
I'll get into that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's not till late September.
Oh, cool.
That's up in Binalong, so it's just west of Canberra.
Nice.
So I'll go drive up to that and couple nights, and it's a good purse, non-order of merit event. It's only 2 days, and fucking why not?
Go and have a shoot.
Yeah, I've heard the sand greens is apparently it's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
Apparently it's a good event to go to, just a lot of fun. Like the golf course is like just a paddock.
Yeah.
And then it's just got these sand greens. So good bit of experience, something to do, and it's only a couple of days, so why not? So
That's it.
bit of fun. But
You're only going to be down here practicing anyway.
yeah, well, exactly. So why not just go play some golf up there? And
Nah, very good. Well done, mate. Look,
Yeah.
like you said, the results probably the weekend wasn't what you wanted,
No.
but still tied for 43rd, I think it was.
yeah, something like that.
Make
It's a cup. It's a cup, mate.
That's it.
It's a cup.
That's all you can ask
It's a
for.
make cut. That's all I aim for at the start of the week. So.
Absolutely. Really well done. I had something in my mind that I wanted to discuss quickly before we move on to the next thing. Yes. So, OG listeners, there's sort of a changing topic.
Oh, right. We're
Changing
flipping on its
topic.
head. Yeah, right.
Well done. Right. Let's just bring it back before I completely shit can it. Right. Well done. Right. You're obviously away tomorrow. Going to go play pro-ams and whatnot. It's all moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Right. Just no last minute entries into any events around the start of October when the wedding is, please. Right. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. What have you done? I was going to say, fucking hell. You better not have.
I didn't.
To sort of just veer off topic, we've had discussions in the past about our own golf clubs and things that they do to improve themselves and getting your bang for your buck and all that kind of stuff. So I thought the reason why I'm bringing this up is at Berg we're making a couple of changes. Right?
Like?
Tee boxes.
Oh, finally. Yeah.
Right? 13's getting completely redone.
Yep.
Par 3.
Brilliant.
So we're playing that as like a 100-meter par 3 at the moment.
Sick.
Oh, it's so much fun. You talk about fun and golf holes, right?
yeah.
That 180-meter par 3 that we hate and get sucked into that right bunker every week is now 100 meters long. We still get sucked into that bunker. But that's finally, after years of waiting for it, has finally happened.
Yeah, man.
And then, so over Christmas period last year, they redid 17, the par 3. And so we were kicked out to the right-hand side of that low one there, right, which is a sick tee box, and it makes that golf hole so much more interesting. And they're finally redoing that one too.
Good, yeah.
So we're going to
17, they did really well.
So all the tee boxes in the last sort of 3 years. So we've done 15, really good tee box now. They're actually going to do the front half of. So there's actually a front tier to 15 now. 15 for 17. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they've done well there.
They've done super well.
Yeah.
We've discussed in the past is like, how do you know your golf club is successful? And that is that when you see like
Work.
when you see works and you can visibly see upgrades that they're making. I'm starting to see some skirts go around the garden beds like of the pathway up to 18 tee box. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm hoping for some concrete because I'm sick of that gravel track that is in through there. That'd be nice, like a cart path, a genuine cart path. It's good to see.
That's little things, but
It's little things.
Yeah,
I thought when I saw them digging up 13, considering what time of year it is, I was like, seems a bit odd. It's still a little bit too cold for my liking, but I can understand why they're doing it. They're probably they've dug up a fair bit of that nursery that we've got right side of one. And just thought, it might be a bit early going on it, but no, as the weather warms up, it's going to.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing,
Yeah.
and I genuinely think they've pulled the trigger on it now to get it ready for clubbies in November.
Yeah, clubbies for November. Set it up. By the time the pro-am runs around, everything
And
will
it's
be
late
ready.
November too.
Yeah.
So it should be ideal.
Oh, it'll be perfect then.
Should be ideal.
17 didn't take long to come around.
We were playing on 17. In fairness, we probably played on 17 a touch early for clubbies.
Yeah.
We were probably about 3 weeks early on that, but then we played on it for clubbies and then moved.
Yeah, they didn't touch
And
it.
just didn't touch it for another couple of weeks, which is fair enough.
all it
Whatever.
needs.
Do what you do. Now, Jolly, last week we spoke about the Ryder Cup and the teams, and you and I sat here and made some fantasy matches and stuff. Well, in the last couple of days, at the time of recording, the official teams have actually been announced. Both captains, Luke Donald and Keegan Bradley, have announced their teams, made their captain's picks, and I thought we could quickly skim through it and have a quick word about something because
One of them, I saw this one clip that I was very pleased with.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. What was it?
the main talking point for me in regards to the US team, is that Keegan Bradley hasn't picked himself, which I agree with the decision not to pick yourself, and solely for the reason of I think it's too difficult to be a captain worrying about 11 other players whilst then also worrying about your own match.
Yeah.
Because then you can dumb it down and go, well, all right, he's walking up 17. It's all square. And his next shot matters. And then how do you know that thought of how's Justin Thomas doing 3 holes back and all this kind of stuff? Yeah. You have to have a real strong number of vice captains to sort of take your attention away from that and worry about your own game. I think there's just too much to do.
I with the level of respect I have for Keegan Bradley not choosing himself, because it would be so easy to do. He would have made the team if he wasn't captain.
Correct. And
you know what I mean? And comfortably. So
he was maybe like second or third choice in the captain's picks in terms of rankings, right?
Yeah.
So if Jim Furyk, for example, one of his vice captains, was the captain of the team for this year, 100%
Keegan's getting picked. He gets picked. Absolutely. Like, there'd be no reason why he couldn't. He won the Travellers. Was the Travellers one? He won the Travellers. He's had some other very, very strong finishes in majors as well.
Yeah.
And he's playing some very, very, very good golf. And there would be no reason for him not to be in the team. But I think it's extremely mature and professional of him.
I agree.
The level of respect I have, I didn't dislike him, but I wasn't a Keegan fan.
Neither.
I wasn't a fan of the guy.
Neither.
I'm very impressive player. He's been around. He's on the circuit for a long time. You know, he's a good golfer, and he's had some wins. And he's sort of a bit more of a I'm not going to say veteran, but he's definitely been around a while, right?
Yep.
And he's had some heartbreak in the past with the Ryder Cup too.
And this is going to lead me to my next point. So the first thing I thought of when he announced the captain's picks and he wasn't part of it was Keegan Bradley has been stiffed by the US Ryder Cup team twice now. Because he wasn't picked for Marco Simone. Mm-hmm. And then when he got announced as captain after Marco Simone in Italy, I thought, this is the novelty gift of, sorry we didn't pick you, how about being captain?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I was like, when he accepted it, I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't understand. He obviously doesn't think much of himself if he's going to take it on. Because if it was me and I was in his shoes, you'd be gunning to try and make yourself
trying to play. Yeah.
Why would you accept the captaincy when you've still got so much of your career to go and you're actually playing really good golf?
Yeah.
Did he think at the time that he might not get to this level again?
Yeah.
And that's why, if I miss out this time, I'm probably going to miss out next time. But he actually flipped it and thought, nah, bugger this. I'm going to try and make the most of it.
Yeah.
And create that conversation. And then it kind of paints himself in a great picture of like, I've played unreal golf for the last 12, 18 months. You can't not pick me, but I'm not going to pick myself.
I love it.
I love it too.
I really do. I think I was actually surprised that he didn't pick himself. I kind of would have thought, like, if he did, I would have been like, yeah, fair enough. Like, you should be on the team, but you happen to be captain.
Yeah.
So first playing captain, you deserve to play. I don't think it's a good dynamic to be captain and playing.
Agreed.
But it would make sense.
It would make sense, but I think that it would have made more sense had he have turned around and gone, I'm picking, like, I'm going to play, like, I'm picking myself, but I'm also relinquishing the captaincy and I'm giving it to somebody else for the tournament. I'll be the spiritual leader, whatever you want to call it. But let's get Kevin Kisner, for example. He's going to be the captain on the day.
Yeah, or something.
During the tournament.
Yeah. Something like that. But I think either decision would have sat well with me.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't have been really anywhere close to the captain's pick, like if he hadn't have won the Travellers or anything like that, was playing decent golf, but was, the 7th captain's pick and he picked himself, come on, mate. But the fact that he would be on the team anyway and blah, blah, blah. But
because the last person...
I now have a much higher level of respect for him, and because it would be so tempting, he would have had the conversations with his mates or players or coaches or fucking managers or something like that going, and they would have asked him, well, you're playing, right? And then for him to make the decision, no. And I loved the phone call that him and Sam Burns had. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome to watch. And it was such like Keegan was really sort of that mentor figure, that sort of older veteran and a bit of an inspirational sort of figure. And you could tell the way Sam Burns sort of spoke to him, it was a bit more of a leader, look up to figure sort of thing, rather than just a guy that's going to pick you for the Ryder Cup. So, I think the level of respect for Keegan is just shot through the roof.
I saw a clip. I think it was Dan Rappaport, who's a journalist in the US, and he said that the word, like the noise that he was hearing was that all the players in the team wanted him to pick himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They all wanted the idea and the experience of a playing captain, and they felt like that was going to be the thing, that the added boost that the US team needs to motivate themselves to try and get up and win.
Yeah.
Obviously not to be the case. The last person I think to pick themselves in this predicament was Tiger for the President's Cup a few years ago. I think when it was here.
Yeah.
In 2019, but like fucking Tiger Woods. Like, are you going to complain? He's just won the Masters a year before.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I haven't heard anyone sort of go, that was a bad pick.
Yeah, correct.
It's Tiger.
Yeah.
And he's just won the most prestigious event. Yeah,
No.
You're right. I don't think anyone had any backlash. But for the Ryder Cup, first playing captain.
So looking at the team, this is the official team as per the Ryder Cup website. These are all the captain's picks and the 6 automatic qualifiers. So in alphabetical order as well.
Yeah.
So Sam Burns.
Yep.
Patrick Cantlay.
Yep.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep.
Harris English.
Yep.
Ben Griffin.
Yep.
Russell Henley. Colin Morikawa. Xander Schauffele. JJ Spawn. Scotty Scheffler. Justin Thomas. Cameron Young. Keegan Bradley is your captain.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets interesting. Have a listen to some of these names for vice captains. Jim Furyk. Kevin Kisner. Webb Simpson. Brant Snedeker. Gary Woodland.
Fucking hell.
Just the boys.
Fucking hell.
Just the boys. Isn't it?
I'm loving hearing some first time Ryder Cup players as well.
Yes.
Like JJ will be first Ryder Cup.
JJ, Sam Burns.
Ben Griffin. Sammy Burns.
Oh no, he's played.
He's played.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Ben Griffin as well.
Yeah.
Like couple new debutants for him, and
Yeah.
I think they'll come with a bit of fire.
Cam Young, I think, as well.
Off the top of my head, I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Maybe.
If you want to backtrack it. Yeah, I don't think he played last time. Where was 2023 again?
Marco Simone.
That's one.
Cup team.
Nah, Cam Young didn't play.
He did.
Cam Young didn't play.
2023 Ryder Cup. Let's have a gaze.
I don't think he
selection.
played. If for those listeners, if you're screaming at the screen right now, we apologise.
Yeah, I apologise. But also, no, he did.
Did he? Cam Young? You sure?
Oh no, he was in the rankings, but he wasn't picked.
Yeah, I was.
He was 9th ranked, but he wasn't picked.
Yeah.
There you go. Crazy.
It's called Luke Donald's second in a row, second Ryder Cup team captain in a row.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Second or third?
In a row?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Because I think this is 3. I'm sure it was 3. I could be so wrong on a lot of things today. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
Maybe. Not the point. I think with Keegan being captain and the way the team is set up right now, because the Ryder Cup. Well, I'm looking at the 2021 Ryder Cup now. And
it was Padraig Harrington.
That was at Whistling. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think it was.
Sorry,
not the
My
point.
bad.
Anyway, I think with the team dynamic the way it is, it's a very young side with a couple of older blokes. So I'm pretty sure Russell Henley's on the older side.
Yep.
Same with Harris English as well. You've got some younger boy and JJ as well. I'm pretty sure he's the early to mid 30s as well, something like that. So I think with the way the team is and with Keegan having that sort of presence he has, especially because the crowds love him. Especially after that win at the Travellers, he got a really good reception.
And they're going to love him more now.
Going to love him even more because of the maturity and the professionalism that he's held with the decision he's made. I think it's just going to boost. I think it's going to boost it even more than some people going, "Oh, it's selfish of him to choose himself," even though he's captain. So I feel like with the way he's done it, the team is going to be like, "Well, we want to perform even more now." So the captain's picks, I think every single one of them are going to feel like they've taken his spot. So I think that's going to fuel a little bit of it.
To make him earn it.
To work harder to make your captain proud.
Yep.
Basically, and to win some points. So I heard that clip of him and Sammy Burns on the phone when he called Sam going, "I love you, Avo," on the team. And just like Sam was like so respectful and so like appreciative, just going, "Mate, I'm going to work my fucking ass off for you."
Yeah.
Like I'm going to make sure I perform and make sure I win some points for you, basically. And it wasn't for the US wasn't for
was
me.
for him.
It was for you.
Yeah.
Like that. It gave me it kind of gave me goosies going.
It's-
Fuck. This means heaps.
It
Like,
does, and that's what the Ryder Cup
really
is so
cool.
good at doing. Is making
really
these
cool.
little stories in and amongst 24 blokes playing golf against each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great from the US. I think, obviously, being at home, the Ryder Cup for the last few years has always been a battle of who's at home generally wins.
Yeah.
I hope to God this doesn't go the same way.
Yeah.
I hope it's more of an even contest, but
Yeah.
that crowd is going to be so loud and vibrant for the US. It's going to be bananas.
It's gonna be pretty full on.
Looking at the European team. So again, in alphabetical order:
Yep.
Ludwig Oberg,
Yep.
Matt Fitzpatrick, Tommy Fleetwood, Tyrrell Hatton, Rasmus Højgaard, Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, Robert McIntyre, Roy McIlroy, someone we both forgot last week, John Rahm,
Oh, of course.
Justin Rose, Seb Striker.
Fuck it, Al. We're in for a good event.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Donald's your captain, and your vice captains, he's only picked 4. Eduardo Molinari, Thomas Bjorn, previous Ryder Cup captain himself,
yeah.
Jose Maria Olazabal,
Yeah.
previous Ryder Cup captain himself, and Francesco Molinari.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Sick.
That's sick.
Right? Just, if you...
You know what I'm kind of scared of? The European, from what I've seen online and promotions and posts and shit like that of both teams, and I've seen a lot of US commotion of who's going to pick who's going to pick what, who's going to play, blah blah blah. I've heard very little about the European team. Kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
You kind of think they are very content with
Yeah.
who's going to play and how these people are playing, and you hear those names and you see them. We've seen them on top of leaderboards the whole year. You've seen them make some make some noise, and I kind of feel like it's intimidating. If I'm honest,
Have you ever seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
no.
It's a fantastic movie about Ford's exploits to try and beat Ferrari at Le Mans back in the 60s, I'm sure, maybe even earlier.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like the GT40 and all that kind of stuff. Like, fucking unbelievable movie. Like,
Yeah.
would thoroughly recommend.
Yeah,
The whole point of the movie is Ford turning around going, we have to beat the Italians. We have to beat the Italians. Like, just fucking anything we can to beat the Italians. And every chance they got, they showed the car. And this is the car that's going to beat the Italians. And look how shiny and fast and loud this car is.
yeah,
And the Italians were just in the background going, we're still the best.
yeah.
And we know, and like, we're Ferrari and we always have been. And you're catching up to us, remember? Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I get the same sort of vibes about this. Is just like the US are here like, we're going to pick this bloke and that bloke and major champion and other major champion and blah, 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 blah. Look how good this is that he's been picked. And the Europeans are just there like,
You'll see.
you'll see.
Yeah, I look. Looking at both sides, they're so strong. There's a couple like I feel like the European team is going to go in there with the better experience. I feel. However, it is at home for the US. It is at Bethpage. Doesn't matter. You still got to get the ball in the hole. The presence for the US is going to be next level. It's going to be unbelievable. The amount of dickheads in the crowd.
I can't wait for the obnoxious amount of just shit chants that we're going to cop from USA. Fucking awesome.
Can't
bro.
wait.
It's gonna be
Can't wait.
fucking sick.
It's gonna be an awesome event. But like I said, that's the vibe I get from Europe. Is just like they're sitting back, not saying a fucking word with a little smirk on their face. That's just I don't know what it is. I could be wrong.
It could be that, and it's also the fact that like they're probably thinking, well, to win it, you need 14.5 points at least.
Yeah.
Right? You need to win it. If we draw, it's ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got more to play for.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at these teams side by side, and there's a lot of flash about the USA team, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Bryson, Xander, right? JJ Spawn, Scotty, Justin Thomas, Cam Young. There's a lot of flash about that team. There's a lot of brash and brawn, and there's a lot of jock mentality, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this European team going, Oberg, workhorse, Fitzpatrick, workhorse, Fleetwood, elder statesman, workhorse. Tyrrell Hatton, bit of fire, but everyone needs a bit of fire.
Yeah.
Hoygaard, workhorse. Hovland, workhorse. Lowry, workhorse.
Yeah.
McIntyre, bit of flash, but workhorse.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
blokes that just fucking are going to grit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see this
gonna
European
be pretty
team. And
cool.
I see this European team, and I'm just seeing these faces like in a 3/4 time huddle when you're down by 3 goals, and you just got to fucking grit your teeth and go.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Whereas the US are, to me, from my own opinion, just sit like they're just like puffing their chest out a little bit.
I think if I was in the US team's shoes, I'd feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
You're at home, you've got the team you've got back in you as well. Like I'd go in there with my chest puffed out too.
100%.
But then if I was on the European side, you've got the likes of Rory, you've got the likes of Lowry, you've got those boys sort of with a bit older, a bit more experience, bit like, hang on, they got to get the ball in the hole as well. Relax. These guys, like the US, are, I think, a younger side. You know, you got Fleetwood as well. He's coming on off the back of the Tour Championship, so he's got plenty of confidence up his sleeve as well, playing probably the best golf of his life. Justin Rose, same thing, in form. Like he's playing some of the best golf of his life as well.
I'm pretty sure the only debutant for Europe is Rasmus Højgaard.
But there you go. Well, Nikolai played last time.
Yeah.
So
you got
Nikolai,
11 other blokes who know what it takes to play
what's
for
going
Europe.
on. So
know what the Ryder Cup means. Plus, then you're going to have influences.
and then you have some you big wigs like your Rory and your Johnny Rahm and your Lowry and stuff like that. Like they're your top dog sort of thing.
Yeah. Is it sad that Ian Poulter's not involved?
No, because he's not good enough.
I understand that, but like the Ryder Cup is synonymous with him.
I guess so.
He was the best player in the world to only perform at the Ryder Cup. Do you know what I mean?
What a record he has in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
but,
so-
no.
No, I understand, but like
The vibes he would bring, unreal.
unreal.
But he would get done 8 and 6.
He'd be a great vice captain.
Yeah, true.
Be a great vice captain.
True.
Him and Sergio Garcia be great vice captains. Ha. I feel like you might have missed the boat there, Luke Donald, but look, we spent a lot of time talking about it last week. We've spent a little bit of time going over it now, just building some hype and some emotion about the event because this is my favorite time of year. Footy season's coming to an end. It's literally happening grand final weekend.
Yeah.
The Ryder Cup. So I think it finishes the day after the grand final.
Big weekend.
Huge weekend, especially if the Pies can get up. I doubt it, but we might. Who knows? All right, I've got to beat Adelaide this week.
Well, actually, shout out to my boss, Luke.
Yeah.
He said if the Pies finish 4th, they win the flag. He said this round 10. He said this way ago. Like, not round. I'm lying with round 10. I'm not. That's an exaggeration. But he said if the Pies finish 4th, they win the flag.
Okay.
And I'm like, if Carlton weren't shit, we wouldn't be shit.
And
if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. Like, you know what I mean? But
if the Pies aren't there on grand final weekend, I've got Europe to jump the back on.
Europe. But Luke has a weird knack for this shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I reckon he can see into the future, but he might be. He
might be talking out of his foofer valve.
Yeah, but he does this. He does this. I don't know.
I hope he's right.
He'll somehow be right.
I hope he's right.
He has like.
I'll take 2 flags in 3 years.
He has
100%.
he has like this knack for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. I'm so excited for it. Again, like I said, that grand final weekend, public holiday weekend as well. So it's just going to be footy, and just fucking Ryder Cup every day. It's going to be grouse. And playing golf as well.
Of course.
All right. Let's move on. Let's finish this up, Jolly boy. Questions from the second cut. My question to you is this, and I think I might have asked you a similar sort of question in the past, but I'm going to go for it. What do you value more in a random group of players that you have to play with? So you put your name down in a random group, you got 3 random blokes. What do you value more? Good golf or good chats?
I
feel like
probably good chats.
Good chats?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. The level of golf with someone I'm not really bothered with. If I'm playing in a pro-am and I'm with sometimes someone that doesn't have a handicap, I roll my eyes straight away. You're fucking serious.
Yeah.
But it's very rare to come to play a comp round at the golf club and have someone with no handicap.
Yep.
It's not really a thing. So yeah, I reckon I value good chats. Because if you're done at golf, but you're a good bloke, like it doesn't matter. But regardless if you can play or not, if you're a dickhead, you're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
regardless if you can play golf.
Yeah.
Like, so I think I value good chats more. I reckon I've had better times on the golf course with good blokes rather than good players.
Yeah.
Sometimes the better players are dickheads.
Yeah.
I find way too often. So
Well, yeah, and the reason why I asked is yesterday's round with Adam and his mate Greg and Alistair as well, we just spent the whole day chatting. And golf sort of came second at times. And it was perfect. Like we were talking footy, we were talking rubbish, we were talking golf club, we were talking just golf in general, and then, giving each other shit. And it was fucking awesome. Like, it was such a great vibe for a leisurely stroll around a golf course Monday afternoon. And I would much rather that, because then the shit golf doesn't matter so much because you're just having such a good time with the boys. So yeah, and I agree with you. That'd be my answer as well.
yeah.
Have you got a question for me?
Yeah, it relates to sort of the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
So we all know the Ryder Cup is US versus Europe.
Yep.
It's just always how it is, and it's always how it should be. Do you think there's room for an event that specifies country to country in a world competition? So disregard like the Olympics because you're playing for Australia or something like that.
Yeah.
Disregard the President's Cup because it's like US versus internationals, right? But the internationals is combined with whoever the fuck they get from wherever they want.
Yeah.
Would there be room for a World Cup sort of thing? There is something called the World Cup.
There is the World Cup of golf. So are you talking like a two-player?
But a tournament. So kind of like the World Cup combined with
The
a
Olympics.
live golf format. So where you have teams of 4 go into a 156-man field. There's your tournament.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
And then like the countries recognised and the individuals recognised?
Of course, yeah.
So you could almost give out like a gold medal for the best individual score and like a trophy to the best team?
Or something. It's like that live format.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that live format.
I definitely do.
Yeah. But the teams are the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have like a US team, a Canada team, a Northern Ireland team, an Irish team, an English team.
Yeah.
Aussie team.
My question is, do you think it's feasible?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a possibility?
So it's essentially,
And how would you get it going? How would you run it?
you do it at the Olympics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only time in every 4 years where everyone's going to be in the same spot. You increase the teams from 2 because it's a male and a female at the moment, but I'd go teams of 4, but 2 men, 2 women. Right? And you'd have
But it's the Olympics.
yeah, but
You know what I mean?
That's the only way you can do it, Jolly.
Yeah, but separate it.
So
turn it
you'd-
into its own event.
So you genuinely call it like, okay, for lack of a better term, you'd call it the World Cup of golf
or something.
right? Yeah, yeah, you could definitely do it. Let's forget that the Olympics is a thing. Golf loses its right to play in the Olympics, and darts replaces it, right? Yeah, 100%. A World Cup of golf would be sick. I would make it a 4-team or 4-player team.
Yeah.
And I would make it 2 men and 2 women. And there would be a men's pool and a women's pool, and they all play on the same golf course at the same time, mixed balls, whatever. And there's a team score, and then there's a individual.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Straight up live format.
That'd be sick. Because I went to the World Cup when it was at Kingston Heath.
Yep.
Followed some of the US boys around, and I was sort of looking at it going, great format. I'm like,
Something's
I want
missing.
something else. I want a bit more.
Something's missing.
Want a bit more.
Yeah.
So I figured, yeah, that was my idea.
Shotgun start,
Yeah.
3 rounds. You could genuinely do it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
The other way you could, I think the World Cup of golf that we currently have is a bit of a knockout format.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. But again, if you were to do like a knockout format over the course of a few months, where like every few weeks you just have another match play series where it's just like, right, well, the US beat Canada next week, they move to the round of 16 and they're playing against South Africa. And then if they beat South Africa, they move to the quarterfinals and play whoever else. And it's just like similar to like a tennis tournament. Yeah. It's like a tree in a bracket of just like country versus country and straight up alternate shot match play. You could do it that way over the course of a few months. And then towards the end, you have like the semifinals and the final in one weekend.
Yeah.
And that's your tournament. But throughout the season, you've got the knockouts, the qualifiers, whatever else you want to call it, every few weeks.
Oh, yeah, that could be cool.
And yeah, again, teams of 2, alternate match play could be ideal. But again, it takes a lot of time to organise.
Of course.
But if you wanted just a straight up World Cup of golf, the live format with everyone in the same spot,
yeah,
shotgun start, 4 balls.
Yeah, with countries that think they can gather, because there's obviously countries that won't have 4 of the top players on the planet
Yeah.
that can compete in this. So it's not. I'm not going to say it's a waste, but there's no real point. But yeah, gather the amount of teams or countries that can develop 4 of the top players in their respected countries, and then put them onto this format. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of like the World Cup, but involve male and female, 4 teams, sort of like a live format, and go from there.
You could definitely do it, and like obviously the simplest way to be would be 4 players on each hole. Again, shotgun start, however many players that is.
Yeah.
Right? And you just go, right, we need to fill this many spots.
Yeah.
That's how many teams we can have. We can have 18 teams, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? And you just go top to bottom in the world rankings. Is there a player from Japan?
Yeah.
In the top 50. Well, Hideki Matsuyama's there.
Yeah.
Great. So Japan get a team. Right? Is there a player from Norway in the top however many? Yep, Victor Hovland. So Norway get a team.
Yeah.
And just work it out like that. But I definitely agree with you. That could be something that could come along, hopefully comes along soon in some way, shape or form.
Yeah, true.
Team golf is a cool thing. I think that the way Liv introduced themselves years ago was not the most ideal, say the absolute least, but I enjoy the format. I just don't really pay that much attention to it because I don't pay attention to too much pro golf other than the majors and the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And a couple of other major tournaments, or bigger tournaments rather, throughout the year on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
But yes, very nice. I think it's a good idea. Absolutely it is.
I'm just trying to look up if there's another World Cup.
I think they might have pulled it.
Oh, sorry, not Kingston Heath. I went to the one at Metro,
Okay.
which was 2018.
Fuck, that's a long time ago.
And it was part of the World Golf Championships. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the WGCs, I think
The
they've kind of
WGCs took
pulled-
an end in
they've-
2023.
They pulled those.
So that's sort of what sparked that question.
Because the
as well.
WGCs where you had like the Dell match play and stuff like that as well. And there were some pretty cool events. And they started
Great
going
events.
around I remember watching one of the WGC events in Mexico. And they're playing at like 3,500 meters above sea level. And the ball's just flying.
Yeah, going
They're
miles.
hitting like 410 meter long drives. And, it's like, and then Tiger hits that helicopter shot out of the bunker.
Yeah.
It was my screensaver for like 3 years. It was great.
Yeah.
Nah, Jolly, that's a great spot to leave it, I think. Best of luck wherever the hell you're traveling.
Yeah, it's a couple primes. I'm just going. I'm from Maui. Yeah, no, it's not Maui. I'm gonna. Kahuna. Just a 1 day pro-am on Thursday.
Yeah.
So at the time of listening, it was yesterday. Then a team event, and then a little 2 day pro-am.
Do you know who's in your team, or is it all random draws?
On Friday. On Friday is an individual PGA little team event. They just send an email to the pros and go, "Yo, yell out if you're free.
Yeah, cool.
We'll pay you for your time, and you come and just play a Baron."
Nice.
So it's just a little unorganized thing. Oh, not unorganized. Sorry,
But you don't know who's in your
It's
team?
not. No, it's not. I don't think it's not an event.
Yeah.
It's just a little sub-organized thing. So whatever they're doing.
So
The actual events are Kahuna on Thursday and then Barham on Saturday, Sunday. So
Nice.
just a couple of little pro-ams, just sort of settle it down from the tour aspect
Just
of
an
things.
opportunity to go play some golf.
Yeah, just go play some golf up on the border, and staying with a couple of really good mates of mine. So we'll have a bit of fun, and then come back, and I'll be here for a week or so, and then
Off again.
I'll disappear again.
Yeah, nice.
Have fun.
Mate, you signed up for this. You signed up for this.
That wasn't sarcasm. It sounded like it.
sounded like it.
That wasn't nuts. Anyway.
Very good. Well, best of luck on your travels and playing golf and whatnot. We're looking out at results and seeing how you're going. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into this week's episode of the Gold Jacket and Grey Jacket. Stop what you're doing right now. Head down into the description. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Please.
It's free.
It's so free.
You literally press subscribe and it says subscribed.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And then every time you want to watch one of our videos, our episodes, it'll be right there in your feed for you.
Yeah. It'll already come up.
100%.
It's right there.
YouTube takes care of everything for you.
Yeah, you're good.
Just log in,
You're good.
find our channel, and hit the red button that says subscribe.
If you don't, I know where you live. I'll press the button for sorry.
Please do it. It makes a massive difference for us, and we really appreciate it if you could get that done. Thank you very much. Otherwise, yes, Instagram, TikTok, follow us there. Spotify as well. Hit us a follow and a 5-star review. That'd be great. Head covers are on their way. I should have had some sort of correspondence between recording and release about where they are. If not, I'll be in touch soon. Other than that, hit the ball very, very well. We'll see you all next week. Cheers.
Bye.